It me. No cigarettes. But tonight, I decided to keep it as, well, this is pretty fucking cookie cutter. I decided to go with a hard seltzer tonight. This is White Claw, but I need to be careful with this because this is one of the White Claws. I guess I don't know anything about these fucking hard seltzers, but apparently this one, this has as much alcohol by volume as malt liquor, as far as like Steel Reserve and Hurricane, but it doesn't have all the carbs and all the calories. So fuck dog 66, you look like you've lost weight. I'm recomping, bro. I'm recomping. So we'll see how this goes. Apparently Steel Reserve and Hurricane, each can has over 280 calories and over 30 grams of carbohydrates. This right here has only 160 calories and only 2 grams of carbohydrates. So Chuck E. Cheese Ranch, yeah, your face looked different. Did you shave? Well, I had the beard earlier during the week. I got rid of it because now we're going into the month of August, and it's the month of my father's birthday, so I'm going to grow the mustache back out. Mustache Mafia. No. Jay Cresva getting ready for the Ruby Classic. Father's Army. Father and Dio Ruby 2023. Fuck Dog 66. It's been a while, Dio. Yeah. Oh, we got Pomps Postal Boy in the house. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, I'm actually very happy for Jay. He's concentrating on his health. He would probably tell you that right now, he's actually probably going to the gym too much. He's constantly sore now. What are your thoughts about Father's comeback? Haven't heard much from you since Father's resurrection. No, Jay, trust me when I tell you, being off the alcohol and the cigarettes and concentrating on his health, his strength will come back. It will. It's going to come back. Piss Army, Biden plagiarized my thoughts. Pomps Postal Boy. It me, Brian Scott Pampora. Had a good time with Gummy and Frank at the Fag Pride Show. Jesus. Father's Army, that's right. They couldn't snuff the rooster. Ain't found a way to kill me yet. Good morning, Ryan Bradford's Life. If you're in the UK, it's morning time. That's why I'm doing this live at this time. This isn't so bad. Father is immortal now. Jay Masters, powerlifter, truck driver. A man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capabilities of building the first bionic man. Jay Masters will be that man. Better. Stronger. Faster. I doubt that, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. Most people don't like me. FuckDog66, I thought Jay was a goner. Honestly, his recovery is pretty fucking crazy. Yeah. Prayer works. Huh. Father's Army, Mexicans should have peace, yes. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. Cheese just did a remix of Jay's latest video to Fame. Jay's gonna live forever. That's it. Fame! I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly, fly. Just met the Misfits community missed you, Gabe. I doubt that. Everyone that likes sucking Brad's cock, they all probably hate me. Fuck Dog 66, when you hear the word ventilator is pretty much over. Yeah, just meant we were preparing for terrible news about Father, yeah. Luke Robbers, how are you? I am well, thank you. Piss Army, Synthol Cheeks. Yeah, what's... Brad, it seems like Brad, his body, his face is morphing into and going into this transition of looking like a overgrown leprechaun. Honestly, I feel really bad for him. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. There are some loud troll haters, but you were there when it was just you and Father spreading men's cheer. Jim Rat Ryan 78. Your brother really does 5 sets of everything. What a beast. Yeah, that video I posted of him, I noticed that there were only 2 real fucking idiot moron retards, spectrum motherfuckers that are really fucking stupid, in that it's like they don't fucking get it. My brother weighs 144 pounds. Okay? He's got 2 60-pound dumbbells that I mean, he was even laughing. He's kind of doing it effortlessly. So think about it. A man that weighs 144 pounds, what if he did 65-pound dumbbells, 70-pound dumbbells, 75-pound dumbbells? That's... It means something. The weight ratio between yourself and the weights that you're moving, that shit means something. And as far as the belt that he was wearing, everyone could go fuck themselves dry, no lube, because my brother actually has serious fucking back problems. He can't do squats. He can't do deadlifts. And I think that it's quite an accomplishment that he's able to get to the gym and do the things that he does with the ailments that he has. So pretty much everyone go fuck themselves. When will you, Piss Army, when will you bring on the mythical legend Pocket Kalora to our live stream? Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. My brother isn't on anything. He's not on anything. Tommy Trigger 1, what post are you referring to? Just a post that there were people for months requesting to see something about my younger brother, he's a small guy. He's 5'5", 144 pounds. So Pron's Poster Boy. I was doing Big Rob's wife. She weighs 144 pounds. Was a workout. Rob was hiding in the closet, too scared to join Pomps. Driven XMFers. Finally a fucking live. There you go. I will say this, since I haven't smoked cigarettes in fucking weeks, man, I can feel the difference. Just a little bit more energy and FuckDog66. Did you see Lenny reacting to Brad's live? That shit was pretty funny. It kind of was. It kind of was. Him reacting to everything Brad said. There's one thing I definitely will agree on with Brad on is Lenny is definitely infatuated with him. I honestly believe that Lenny's ultimate fantasy is Brad and Dale tag teaming him. What's up, Omegatron? Megatron 66. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Oh, Megatron, you're gonna like this. So, I had already decided ahead of time to do this live, no cigarettes, of course. No beer, no malt liquor. No mixed drinks, so I decided to go with cookie cutter hard seltzer, right? But, and I wasn't expecting it. All the hard seltzers that I was researching and looking at, they're all pretty much, you know, the same alcohol by volume as Budweiser 5.0. But I found these White Claws that are 8% alcohol, almost as much alcohol, pretty much as much alcohol as the Hurricanes and the Steel Reserves. So we'll see how this goes. And the thing about these hard seltzers that are 8%, the difference between these and the Steel Reserves and the Hurricanes, for instance, your average Steel Reserve, your average Hurricane, has over 280 calories and over 30 grams of carbs. Each one, right? these White Claws that are 8%, they're only 160 calories, and they only have 2 grams of carbs. So, I was going for the smarter move. So, this was the smart choice. It's kind of like cheating. It's kind of like having steel reserves or a hurricane and cheating. But this particular White Claw, I guess because of the alcohol content, it's called Surge. So that narrows it down for you. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch, cheese don't drink, just use my entire body as pincushion. Fuck Dog 66, fuck Cigarette Steel. That shit is fucking nasty. Well, unless you're a dirty boy that enjoys an attractive woman that smells like cigarettes and alcohol. Piss Army, I still like them 8% Hurricanes. Look, there's nothing wrong with drinking malt liquor or beer or rum, or, you know, it's the frequency. If you're doing it every fucking day, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. But, you know, I'm really, really proud of Jay, man. He's falling through with it. No fucking cigarettes, no fucking alcohol. He's really concentrating on his sleeping and eating and the training and everything. And as a matter of fact, right now, and it could be out of boredom right now, I mean, I don't think Jay has been to the gym this often and who knows how long. Because it seems like he's going every other day, if not every day. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch, rubber buns and liquor. Driven XMFers, when are you and Father going to meet up with Lenny to train with all this free time? Well, I still work for a living. And as far as Father is concerned, Father right now, without giving out too much information, Father right now is going through there's protocols that he has to follow. And there are doctors that he has to see. And so far, everything is going according to plan. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to be happening. And in a few weeks, Jay will be back on the road. Remember I said that. Father will be back on the road in a few weeks. He just has to follow all these protocols, because when you're one of these truck drivers that travels across country, you know, you're held to a certain scrutiny. There can't be anything wrong with you. Tommy Trigger 1, going back on the road isn't a good idea. When Jay goes back on the road, the only issue he's going to have is that he's going to have to figure out a way, after an entire day of driving, whether it's 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever it is, he needs to figure out a way that once he's done driving, he has to get his blood circulating. Yeah, Megatron, there he goes on the road again. There he goes, turn the page. Jim Rat Ryan 78, blood clots caused by driving? No. I think with the blood clots and what happened to Jay, and he agrees, it was a perfect storm. I don't know if the alcohol contributed to it. I doubt that. But between the cigarettes, the long periods of time driving, sitting down, and remember I was saying, and he agrees as well, something tells me he got COVID, and he overcame all of the side effects of COVID except for the blood clots. So, it was just a perfect storm. A perfect storm. Bruce Vega, Michigan fan. Dio, so happy to see you back. Well, thank you. I'm flattered. Seriously. Driven XMFers. If he just walks around for 30 minutes at every stop, he'll be fine. That's what I'm saying. He needs to figure out, once, you know, when he goes through a full day of driving, he needs to figure out how to get the circulation going. Megatron 66, he did a stack as well that increased the RBC blood clots. Again, a perfect storm. Think about it. Okay, you mentioned the compounds. The compounds. The long periods of time sitting. The cigarettes. Possibly having COVID, which I'm convinced of it, because they may have tested him for COVID in that hospital, and he came up negative, but they did not test his blood as far as having any antibodies which would have proven that he had COVID before. So, Ben H. Arnold, when is Jay's challenge happening? That's entirely up to the challengers if they choose to accept. Look, not to blow smoke up his ass. I think McLeod could do some things, because he's already beginning to do. He posted a video. He's already beginning to do deadlifts, and then so the squat, he would have to work on that. I seriously doubt Lenny could participate, because Lenny doesn't go full range of motion on anything. That's why, you know, you have the term Lenny reps. Lenny doesn't go full range of motion on anything. Megatron 66, Adam beats Lenny hands down. My fucking traps can't be that goddamn big. Fuckdog66, oh Dio, don't hype up. McCuck, his ego is already inflated. McLeod Medical. Oh, you. Look, I hate. Look, this is where there are those of you that are just really fucking stupid. I mean, just really fucking stupid. Jay has fucking insurance that paid for everything. So this idea that he owes medical bills or anything, you're a fucking retard. Drop dead. Driven XMF for Steel, can you tell us about the reactions that the people who were close to Father when he finally made it? It was elation. I mean, I got text messages from Linda, Andrew. The reaction was elation. Complete elation. And here's the thing. Linda and I both knew that when he came out of his induced coma, when he was off the ventilator, her and I both knew that Jay was going to be okay, because he had messaged her saying something to the effect of, I guess he didn't want the nurses to notice, but he sneaked from his bed. He sneaked away from his bed to go into the bathroom to take a shit. This man just came, and think about this. He was in an induced coma on a ventilator, okay? He comes to, has the wherewithal to text his girlfriend and then let her know he's getting out of bed to go take a shit. This guy's supposed to be dead. I mean, yeah, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. Jay was off the ventilator and he was knocking out nurses and security. Yeah. Piss Army Cap Anson's and legacy lives on. You guys got to understand the reference, Cap Anson. You got to understand the reference. Jesus Christ. Fuck. You should have enlisted with Hitler's army. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. Andrew is a welcome surprise. He is home once more. Listen, guys, I have so much respect and admiration for Andrew that, you know, I mean, I would tell you the last time he and I exchanged text messages or we spoke on the phone or whatever, but out of respect for him, I would never tell you what we talked about. Even if he and I were to talk about something as unimportant as food recipes, right? Or maybe the fact that which I've never asked him, maybe he actually enjoys Cuban food, and we talked about that. I would never tell you guys. So, you're going to have to forgive me. Oh. All right. I'm going to grab one more hard seltzer to continue this live. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you with some Colombian salsa. All right. You know, this is actually going pretty well because I thought psychologically, I had thoughts of it today. I thought that myself psychologically, because of the lives that I have done in the past, I thought psychologically, what if I started craving a fucking cigarette? Because, like last night went well. The wife and I, and our girls, we had dinner. We watched, we watched like 2 episodes of Stranger Things together, and then the wife and I spent time alone. We had a couple of mixed drinks, and with those mixed drinks, which, I mean, I thought I would crave a cigarette. I didn't crave a cigarette. I honestly thought earlier today, as far as the thoughts of doing this live late at night and, you know, drinking shit like this, I thought I was going to be craving fucking cigarettes like a motherfucker. It hasn't happened, so. I've always been told that when it comes to cigarettes, the physical and chemical addictions to it, it goes away after 72 hours, but then the rest of it is mental. A lot of it has to do with boredom. A lot of it has to do with habit. It's actually going pretty well. BJF70, did you give the wife a bit of little Cuban dingler? No, I gave her the whole thing. Ken Daniels, what up, brah? BJF70, the wife got some doodle juice. That's right, because semen must not be wasted. I still love that moment on the Del Rey Misfits podcast where Lenny's talking about he had visited a certain strip club, and apparently he had ejaculated and ended up on a couch, and Jay said, "Let's go get it." Bubba Emu, Matthew! How about Kate Bush's song in Stranger Things? Is that song that's blown up this year from this season? Ken Daniels, what did you think of Lenny's comments on Brad's life? That was actually funny. I have to give Lenny some credit. That was actually funny. Bubba Emu was my favorite song in 1985, last year of high school. There you go. Nah, Driven XMFers. That's a good question. Did father know he was going to make it, or did he say his goodbyes at some point? Listen, when he first gets into the hospital, you got to understand something. His first 48 hours in the hospital, myself and others and himself, Jay especially, he thought that he was going to be out in a few days. But there were things that kept happening with his body, with his organs, that was very critical, very alarming. And they pretty much saved his life, putting him in an induced coma. You got to understand something. He had blood clots not only in his lungs, he had them in his heart. I mean, he was a time bomb waiting to go off. He could have died any moment. Okay? At any moment he could have died. And just everything that happened was really unexpected. Really unexpected. And let me tell you this, when Jay comes off the ventilator and he's able to talk to people that are close to him, I knew that he was going to be okay after having a few conversations with him. And he sounded like himself in that he was already done with the fucking doctors. It's like, he wasn't dealing with just one doctor. He was dealing with like fucking 3 of them. And they all had different opinions. He was fucking done with all of them. There was really only one nurse there that she just had all these years of experience. And she knew what she was doing. And he trusted her. Because everything that she said just made sense. And just hearing him say that he was just fucking done with the fucking doctors. And he just wants to get into a normal fucking room. Not an ICU room. Because he had no fucking television, nothing. He's bored as fuck. I mean, just to hear him talk about these things and say everything that he's saying, I was like, man, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. Megatron 66, you know how close he was to dying because every live Jay does now, you can see it. He's very emotional about almost dying. Yeah, I mean, he realizes he's been given a second chance. And there's a part of him that doesn't want to fuck that up, you know? Would you fuck it up? I mean, think about it. It's like, and it's one of my favorite fictional characters as far as like comic books. John Constantine, DC Comics, Hellblazer. Keanu Reeves brought that character to life in the movie Constantine. And by the end of that movie, I mean, throughout the movie, you see that he's dying. He's dying of cancer because he fucking chain smokes. And then he's given a second chance. And then at the end of that movie, he's got a pack of cigarettes in his fucking hands. And he's looking at it, he fucking crushes the fucking pack of cigarettes and he fucking tosses them. Because he's been given a second chance and he's not going to fuck it up. So... HatCap333, is he on steroids? Are you? Hager Klaus, or Klaus? Is it Klaus or Klaus? No, it's Klaus. When is the next Father live? Just joined. I have no idea. If he never does another live, if Jay never does another live again, I don't fucking blame him. Don't fucking blame him. No. Megatron 66. By the way, Tio, did Jay bust your balls about your last live about caring that he was dying? No. No. There was never one word about it. No. And I say that with absolute zero remorse. I do not take back anything that I said. I don't take back my reaction. The man is my friend. All I want is the best for him. I don't take back a goddamn thing. I would tell him that if he busted my... He nothing. He didn't say a fucking word about it. Not a goddamn thing. Sean Mahoney, is Father staying with you? No. If Jay, here's the problem, because I don't have like, you know, I don't have an efficiency. I don't have any of those things. If Jay were to spend a night or nights in my home, he wouldn't get any fucking sleep. He wouldn't. The poor guy would not get any goddamn sleep. So... all right. Oh my God, am I going to sleep good? I'm feeling it right now. Oh man, am I going to sleep good? Tommy Trigger 1, did you say you were building something for him at your home when he was on a ventilator? From what I recall, I had, well, I got it back here. I got the portable AC. If he were to come over and we did a live here in the garage, I put the portable AC right in front of him because this fucking thing is a fucking oven. It is a fucking oven during the summertime. I have in the living room, which we have it very decorative. In the living room here, I have a day bed that, I mean, anyway, there's a day bed there for him to sleep on. But anyway, I mean, if Jay were to spend the night here, he could probably only spend one night. He wouldn't get any goddamn sleep. He just wouldn't. With both of my teenage daughters still living here at home, the wife, her fucking hours because of her job, my hours because of my job, he wouldn't get any goddamn sleep. I do have plans in the future building a shed in the backyard that will be strong enough to withstand a hurricane, and at the same time, if need be, if someone needed to sleep in there, they could. So, Jim Rat Ryan 78, how much weight have you lost, Gabe? Not okay. So as far as before all this shit happened with Jay, you know, guys, at one time I weighed 326 pounds. Back in 2018, I had gotten down to 235. My weight then ballooned back up to the 280s again. As a matter of fact, the legendary showdown between McLeod and Jay at that fight, December 26th, I was in the 280s there. So earlier this year, sometime last year, I was in the 270s. Right now, currently, I'm at 251, 252. So, and especially right now, it's technically August 1st right now, and this is the month of my dad's birthday. This is also, I want to remind you guys, respectfully, this is the month of August. This is also the month, August 26th is the day that the legendary Big Richard passed away. He passed away the day before my father's birthday. And in honor of both of them, this is already August 1st, in honor of both of them, I'm going to get back on track with, you know, eating properly, just eating a little bit more clean, and really focusing on the weightlifting and things like that, and get back on track, get back down to the 240s, and then after that, work my way down to the 220s, which will be my goal. So, Fuck Dog 66, damn, it's already been a year since Richard died. Yeah. You know, I as far as Big Richard, I had the privilege of people pointing me in the right direction as far as like social media, and his family members just posting things and writing things on social media that were just heartwarming. Big Richard, what he meant to his family is, it just reminds me of my dad. It just does. Brian Bransford Live, how are you doing with no smoking, Gabe? Actually, well, man. I'm kind of shocked of how I'm dealing with that, because the part about, and I mentioned this earlier in the live, the two critical points as far as like quitting smoking, the first 72 hours are a motherfucker, because it's a physical and chemical addiction. And then the rest of it is mental. I will say this, there's an individual that will remain nameless. I don't know if you guys can catch that, if you're smart enough to understand that, and you'll probably be shocked. There is one individual that will remain nameless. He is very happy that I'm no longer smoking cigarettes. He wants me to stop drinking alcohol completely, but, you know, he's very happy that I've quit smoking cigarettes. All right, it is time to end this live. Go inside, finish up the rest of the sandwich that I have. Go to bed and get some sleep. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your positive thoughts, your questions, your interest in me, your interest in Jay. Thank all of you. And I will definitely increase the frequency of these lives once again. We'll get back on the schedule. But there's definitely going to be more lives. I'm going to make an effort at least once a week, if not more. Do more lives on this account late at night, because Jay wants to grow this account. And the reasoning for me doing these lives late at night here in South Florida is because this account is Big J for the UK, is for the United Kingdom, and especially right now, see, right now our time here in South Florida is 1 a.m., but yet in the UK, certain parts of the UK, it's already 7 a.m. You know, it's early morning. People are getting up. People are getting ready for work. Things like that. And so, but anyway. Love you guys. See, Ryan Branford is 6 a.m. Exactly. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful evening, morning, wherever you may be. God bless all you guys. Thank you for having an interest in me and these lives.